Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and welcome back to the next episode of the Super Mario Galaxy 1 Let's Play. In the last episode we just did some stuff in the kitchen, so I think we did like the first mission of the haunted of the haunted galaxy level where we found Luigi. So yeah, now I think this episode I'm just gonna be doing probably the Bowser level, like the boss of level fight. But also, in the last episode, I got a letter from Luigi, so I'm going to be doing that star as well, because that's going to be another star added. And right, how many stars do I have? 25? 25. Yeah, 25. So there's 60 stars. So that's 35 stars left in total that I still need to collect. So as you can see, when you find a hidden star and you haven't unlocked it yet, it will have the star but with a question mark. So I think that's quite cool. There's an interesting detail added to the game. And it obviously adds a lot more exploration whenever you do a hidden star. So it's in the very first level. So once you've found, or once you've unlocked a star, you can skip the opening cutscene, which I think is quite nice. Which means you don't have to redo or look at the same cutscene again. So yeah. So as you just saw, or maybe heard, Luigi is right up there. There he is, just looking about. Now, there are two ways to get to Luigi from where he is at the minute. The first way is by a pipe, which you can find on the other side of the planet, which is, I believe it's this one, or it might be another one on the other side. Yeah, I think it's that warp pipe you can take to Luigi. Or, you can do the super duper easy way of, I can do this, so 1, 2, 3, do a triple spin, oh, there we go. There we go. You came to save me again. I knew I could count on you, bro. What? The Power Star? Yeah, I've got it right here. So that's another Power Star. Very simple. That's probably, I think, out of all the Power Stars you can collect in this game, this is the most easiest one to collect. Just because you just triple jump and then you just get onto the top of the roof and you just talk to Luigi, and that's by far the easiest Power Star to collect in the entire game. Probably out of any of the 3D Mario games, probably. I mean, you could say that a lot of the stars, not all the stars, a lot of the moons in Odyssey are quite easy to collect. But I would say any of the games, well, yeah, I would say like, I mean, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that you can get a lot of the easy moves in Odyssey, but if you look at like Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, that star with Luigi is so easy, it's so simple to collect. So, right, I might not go into the boss fight just yet. I might do the second star of Go to the Galaxy, and then I'll go into the boss fight. Just, yeah. So I can't do one easy star and then go straight into the boss fight. I might do one extra star and then go into the boss fight. Yeah. So this is Go to the Galaxy, a very spooky sprint. And I believe if we exclude the Cosmic Comets, where you race against Cosmic Mario, I think this is the first race, like the first sort of non-comet race galaxy level, I think. I believe so, yeah. Because you do have races against other characters in the game. So, like, you've got the Cosmic Mario races. You've got this one against a Racer Boo, which is quite cool. Then you've got one later against some penguins. So you're after it too. Well, you have to race me for it, sure. Here we go. So for this race, just use all the Pool Stars, and you have to beat them. So this is I would say it's somewhat easy, but also easy to mess up. Ooh, no. Okay. So I would say for this race, always always use the Pool Stars as momentum, because this is pretty much a momentum-based level. And also, there's a Sling Star, so if I can, so you can get further in the race with the Sling Star. And now, just use the momentum of the Pool Stars. Ooh, to get closer to the end of the level, to that planet over there. Oh, come on. Okay. Ooh. There. Ooh. Made it. There we go. And long jump. And I do like the boos. They're like the small, like, spruce sprites. That's cool. It adds to the level. That's quite cool. 102.40, huh? Well, I promised you to take the star. So you have to be first. You have to beat him to get the star, which I think is quite nice. Well, obviously, if you want the star, you have to beat the Boo. So that's star number 2. So we're on 27 stars now. Of a lot. So that's, yeah, a very spooky sprint to go to the galaxy. And now, time for the boss. This is Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. So this is the second Bowser Jr. fight that we'll get to do. And I do like that in this game you get to fight, that there's like 3 Bowser fights and 3 Bowser Jr. fights that you get to do. That's quite cool. Because it keeps the game fresh. Because in Mario 64, it was just, you fight Bowser 3 times, and then, yeah, in terms of like the main fights. And then in Sunshine, there was the Shadow Mario moment, where you have to, like, whenever Shadow Mario kidnapped Peach, you kind of have to fight him, kind of-ish. And then the only Bowser fights that I know of is Controls! Oh, damn it. But the only Bowser fight that I know of in Sunshine is the final fight at the end of the game. And yeah, from what I've seen, it's like, I think as a whole, from what I've seen of that fight in Sunshine, it's an alright fight, but I think it would have been a bit cooler if you could have fought Bowser at least one other time, because he doesn't feel that much of a presence in Sunshine. He kind of just appears for the final fight, and that's it. But with Galaxy and Galaxy 2, you do get to fight Bowser 3 times, as well as Bowser Jr. And yeah, and I think in Galaxy 1, you do get to fight Bowser Jr. in this level, and that's cool, and you also get to fight like his contraptions and stuff like that. And I think that adds a lot to Bowser Jr. because you get to fight his like things that he created, and you do that same sort of thing in Galaxy 2 when you fight Bowser Jr. because you get to fight, like, I think in the first Bowser Jr. level, you get to fight his. I believe it's Gobblegott. Gobblegott is the first Grand Star boss in Galaxy 2, and then you get to fight Bowser Jr.'s big robot thing, and then in Bowser Jr.'s second proper fight, you get to fight his Doomsday machine, and it's really cool to see him building all these different contraptions, different ways of stopping you, and kind of reminds me of it's kind of like how it's probably going to be done in the Galaxy movie, where we do get to see Bowser Jr. in that movie, but it's going to be but we can't see him in the Super Mario Wonder, and we're probably going to see other stuff, because we do get to see Mega Leg, and that's quite cool. You just don't know. You just don't give up. Fine then. I guess I'll just whoop you myself. You want this Grand Star so bad? You're gonna have to take it from me. So yeah, we get to fight Mega Leg. Not Mega Leg. We see Mega Leg in the Galaxy movie, where Rosalina just absolutely just annihilated in 5 seconds. And yeah, I think we're probably going to see something like that in the Galaxy movie, where Bowser Jr. We see Bowser Jr. creating all these different things. We see Mega Leg. We could see his Doomsday machine in the movie as well. Maybe his maybe that giant robot as well in the second Bowser Jr. level. But our first fight against Bowser Jr. If you know what I mean. I'll probably talk about it more in my Let's Play of Galaxy 2, but yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Yeah, also earlier in the week, I want to talk about this. We've got to see the final trailer for the Galaxy movie, and they did show us a bit more of the cast of who's going to play who, and we've got to see that Donald Glover is playing Yoshi. Got hit. And I think Donald Glover is going to be that's a really cool thing, because I think Donald Glover is going to be a cool Yoshi, because I didn't really think I don't think a lot of people thought who was going to play Yoshi. I think people had some thoughts about who's going to play Yoshi. I'm just going to see what's over here. A coin, nice. So yeah, I think people had had a look at fan cast of who they thought was going to be playing Yoshi, but I don't think Donald Glover was up there a whole lot. But I think now that I've heard that Donald Glover is going to play Yoshi, that's going to be really cool. Just hearing Donald Glover say Yoshi and stuff like that, and just saying Yoshi's name, and then Yoshi voice he's heard in other 3D Mario games, or games that have had Yoshi in it, that have done the sort of Yoshi stuff, which I think is going to be cool. I think it's going to be a good Yoshi, similar to how I think Brie Larson is going to be a really good Rosalina. So yeah, so you got a star. Sinking the airships, Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada, Galaxy complete, and got some coins, new high school film coins, got some star bits, discover new galaxy. 2 new galaxies. A new chapter in the storybook has been added. Yeah, I should do storybook sometime. Maybe part of the next episode. Thanks to you and your friends, all the domes on the lower level are working again. Once the engine room on the upper level has power, the whole observatory will be working. Then the common observatory will fly as a starship once again. Now that is a really, really good bit of world building and story building, because in Galaxy 2, you do have to go to the center of the universe and just go through different worlds. It's like in a lot of the other Mario games, and you can kind of say that it's like that in Galaxy 1. But in Galaxy 1, it does a lot of really cool story building and world building in terms of we need to go to the center of the universe, but we can't do it yet because we don't have enough stars. But in Galaxy 1, it just says, oh, we need to unlock this particular dome in order to fly to the center of the universe. And that's really cool. There's a really, really cool bit of world building and a really cool way of saying, oh, we can't unlock the final area yet, or the final level, before we unlock this final dome, or the last dome in terms of the main story. We do have one more dome after the engine room, but if we're talking about story domes, this is the last one we need to unlock. So you could say this is like World 8, and that the garden is like the special world, or World 9, in terms of like how the progression of each area you get to. So yeah. And you will be able to fly to a special one in the center of the universe. So we've got 2 new things, 2 new galaxies in the bedroom. Yeah, we've still got some of the galaxies here. I think we haven't. I think, you know, in next week's episode, I'm probably going to do the fountain and the kitchen in terms of just finishing off the galaxies that we can do so far, and then yeah, I'll probably move on to the bedroom in the future episode when I get around to it. So yeah, so I'm going to end it there for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.